dead in the center of that lens. Is that the idea here?
Yeah.
All right.
Now don't you worry none. Leave this part of yourself behind. I've given you back to yourself.
My name's Dalton Kane, and I'm from Iowa City, Iowa.
My name is Aaron Smith, and I'm from Clinton, Iowa.
So should you make the change, or could you right them wrongs? For I cannot replace where I'm going.
The way I got into lifting to start with when I was a kid is I've been going to the gym kind of, at least, fairly regular since I was, I think the first time I actually went to a real gym I would have been 11. Johnny Bravo was a pretty prominent cartoon that I enjoyed to watch. And, and my dad could do it too, and, they both could just, like, do the pec dance. I thought that was just the coolest thing in the world. And I asked my dad, I'm like, how do you do that? How do I learn how to do that? So he started telling me to do push-ups. And we had this old rickety cable-drawn, like, bench press leg curl machine, like, that bolted into the wall in our basement. That he's like, you can use that too. And I'd use it where I'd get my feet hooked under it so I could start it up at the top, and then I could do reps of pressing with that. And then when I finally got old enough that I could go to a real gym, I mean, it just never really stopped. But I suppose I could give all the credit for getting into lifting to, just the pec dance. Really all there is to it. I didn't really get into powerlifting like all the way until I came to school at Iowa and met some members of the Iowa Powerlifting Club. I always, went to the gym and lifted, but I've never really been serious about ever competing or doing anything like that. And I met Kyle and Janice were the two that really got me. Like, hey, why don't you come train with us? And then I learned how to deadlift and actually became a full-rounded actual lifter. So that's how I got into it and got pushed to competing by being around other people that did so. My favorite lift is the bench press. A lot of people hate it, but it was the first one I learned how to do, and it's one of the few things I consider myself to be fairly good at. I just don't like the other two very much. I do them because I have to, and I'm not terrible at them, but the bench, everybody says it's uncomfortable and it sucks, and like it is, but I love every second of it, so it's the one I care about the most and am most proud of, I suppose.
My powerlifting career started by moving to Iowa City. When I moved here from Clinton, I was going to the rec center, and it wasn't what I wanted out of a gym. So from there, I learned from all the other lifters that what powerlifting was, how to do the lifts, proper proper form for everything, and just the feeling of being in here, lifting heavy. I have been powerlifting with my girlfriend Paige. Over the past year, myself has progressed and she has progressed as well. I see a lot of confidence building from her, especially. Keeping her motivated, she keeps me motivated. We both come in, we rely on each other to remind each other what we're doing, why we're here, what we're aiming for in the long run. So,
how long has Paige been training?
Me and Paige have been training for the last year and a half in powerlifting.
Set me free! Yeah! One more, let's go! Let's go, big rest! Yeah!
First competition was UPA Dubuque of November of last year. When I arrived that morning, because we had to drive the hour-and-a-half drive, I walked into the auditorium to see the massive amount of seats, the lights going, the music blaring, and that was my first taste of what I was going to be looking forward to for the day. Being up there, getting to hear everybody's positivity, nobody was downing me. I got my 9 lifts in for the day, and I knew I was addicted from that point forward just because of the experience that I felt UPA brought for me. Come this November, I'm hoping to total of 1,400. 1,400 would put me at a qualifying total for the April meet, and I'd like to build up to that with around a 530 to 540 squat. Bench, I'm hoping to go anywhere between 315 and 330. And then for deadlift, I'm aiming for as close to a 550 as possible.